Hey, we're live. And it is 2000 and 15 seconds rule. I'm kind of going with your sound check. Books in the house. And this is my 100th video. So I thought, why not use the Christmas tree a little bit as a point of reference or to use for a visual for the video. I started back on March 31st. And that was my first, it was like an intro to YouTube, kind of funny video. And since that time, we've covered obscure movies. I've done some if you want to call it, preparation of food a couple times with chicken and cucumber salad. I've been to the park a couple times. I've gone to my sisters, my nieces. I've shown their dogs. Mainly the obscure movies was the goal of this, but those movies you want to change it up a little bit. Enjoyed going to the park a couple times. Did a couple at the laundromat. I remember my 50th video was going to be my first video live instead of downloading, and that was just awful. I still remember that one. I could take that back. Out of the 100 videos, only a couple of them, 2 or 3 that I got rid of or redid. So that's what's occurred since I've done this. And trying to change things up a little bit. But I'll go over a couple of the movies that over the time. I'm going to stick with kind of movies that of interest, like one of my first independent movie, I guess you want to say, that I covered, our obscure movie, A Deadly Game in 2013. And that was like trying to find movie information on it seemed to be a little hilarious. Then some of the movies that I don't know enjoyed. I covered a lot of movies over that time. There's got to be at least mention of over 200 movies that I've done. So I just picked out a couple. My first section will be like movies that almost anybody can watch, and start off with a bear named Winnie, kind of based on how Winnie the Pooh character came about during World War One, if I remember right. The Canterville Ghost with Patrick Stewart. There's multiple versions of that movie, I found out. And then one that I just thought it could have been a little, I guess, hokey, but I thought it was entertaining. Thrill Ride. And then Running Wild. Those are some of the family movies or that you can sit down and watch. I covered subtitle movies and a couple of those that were enjoyable, or I recommend Saving General Yang and 22 Bullets. Both 22 Bullets, if I remember right, I kind of said if you wanted to see about if you enjoy subtitle movies or want to try one, I thought 22 Bullets was worth watching, so it flowed well with the subtitles. Saving General Yang, if I remember, that was just a good action movie, and it just the story flow was good. Then a war movie, War Pigs. Dolph Lundgren was in that one. He wasn't the main character, but he was in it. That surprised me. And then I had a bunch. I had my horror flick October kind of where I didn't, but the horror flicks I kind of did weren't the crazy, chop them up. Just a couple of them, but ones that kind of liked 213. That was more of a psycho thriller kind of movie. And then there's Wilderness, English movie that some juveniles get put on a island for counseling. And then movies that surprised me or just got a kick out of the name of them, so I watched them. Uh, Navy SEALs versus Demons. I didn't expect much out of that, but that ended up being an entertaining movie to watch. And then Little Dead Rotten Hood. I mean, the name alone just, it's like, yeah, why wouldn't you give it possibly a chance to look at? I think that's the most horror flicks, or somewhat horror flicks I've watched all over the years. Another one that kind of went in that Attack the Block. That was just a comedy horror. That one you can have fun with a little bit. There is some gore in it, which it's like, hey, mixed comedy and gore. Why not? And then one movie that surprised me, which I again thought I guess should have got a little more credit or talked about, Frankenstein versus the Mummy. That movie's kind of surprised me, and like I say, I think there's like 10 minutes in the movie in the middle that kind of wish it's like, I guess they took a break or something to try to kill time or something. Where the rest of the movie, and then I recommend that movie to be watched. I think of black and white, just because of the genre of the movie and the topic. It felt like when you watch all those Dracula movies when you were a kid in black and white, Frankenstein versus Abbott and Costello, just felt like this is a movie that should have been done in black and white also. And so those, I think I covered all the movies that I wanted to just talk about briefly. And I did have a couple more, but I wanted to get the 100th video out here and enjoy it. Topics, I mean, I talked about suicide prevention, and phone number for that, 1-800-273-8255. I talked about war on drugs a little bit. So I've covered a little of everything. And then something, if people are looking for deal, I think check out Walgreens or CV Pharmacist for Russell Stover chocolates. For me, in my area, they're $3.99 a box, and that is a decent deal for, I guess you want to say, above premium chocolate. And so, again, Walgreens or CVS Pharmacy, check out the chocolate. Like I say, Russell Stover's is $3.99, which whenever you give them the card or whatever, they save like $6 a box. So if anything, stock up, and if anything, save a couple boxes for Valentine's Day. It's chocolate; it lasts. So save you a little money. And like I say, my 100th video did pretty good. And I got Mr. Loomis here saying "woo on a 100." It's like, yeah, I'm kind of in the dark on this one, Mike. You missed a few minutes on it, but again, that's another thing. My 100th video, Mike Loomis, some of the other people, my brother-in-law talked in regards to reviews, and that's something too. Is like to get thoughts are on the 100 videos. Is it on the right track? Is it something that's like, maybe look towards that? I will take recommendations or thoughts. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing videos with the holidays. Not 100% on that yet. See how things are going. Today I had to go run around and I save money on car insurance. That's another thing. If you guys are with an insurance agent for a long time, and I know they're maybe friendly or whatever, yeah, go check it out because I saved money. I was shocked when the quote came over the phone, and I think I even got better coverage than what I had. So just to give a heads up, just one of those things that things are going up, and you kind of wish your paycheck went up as much as everything else goes up. But you take what you could get, and like I said, I tried to cover a little here or there. Obscure movies was the main focus, but I tried to shake it up, changing things up, doing the dogs thing at the end. I think I maybe did one or two videos, too many of the dogs, but I enjoyed it. Again, something different. I don't know what I could do for the winter for different arrangements. Maybe get lucky sometime and get some warm weather that I can maybe do a video or something outside. But we'll have to check that out. And I think that's about it. Tried, like I say, covering movies. A little some cooking tips were kind of hilarious. Um, and then talked a couple serious matters. I tried not to do that a lot on my videos. I think a lot of people you do YouTube searches, and everybody's got opinions and stuff, and that's great. But it's like I kind of want it to be just, yeah, you know what? I don't need to hear this. Let's go watch a James video because it's nothing pissing anybody, trying not to piss off anybody. And so that's what I have going there. And Mr. Loomis again. Oh, what do you got? Go sled. Okay. Well, yeah, that one. Yeah, I would think about that. I'm not sure about that one. But, maybe I'll have you do sledding. How's that? So that's about it for this evening. The 100th video, like I say, it's a lot better than my 50th video, where I did it live for the first time. That was just a cluster. But from March 31st till today, basically, my YouTube video has been going, and I appreciate everybody that's watched. And have a good day. And I'll try to get something one more at least before Christmas, just to cover, the holiday. Another thing to bring up is I hate my weather people. They made it sound like there's going to be bad driving, and yeah, that didn't happen. Supposedly from 6 to like 10 in the morning, that roads were going to be just awful. Accidents were going to be happening left and right, which probably some did, but what they were saying did not happen. So something where, they got all this technology supposedly. But I guess, yeah, that's my talk about the world kind of thing, is let's talk about weather people not getting it right. Basically, they were an inch off of snow because we didn't even get a quarter of an inch. So it was kind of funny. I was off today, and I got to watch a little, and I'm like, yeah, you didn't get this one right. So I'm going to let you go and see what Mr. Loomis is saying here. Sort of videos. Yeah, they could be a little better. I'm just enjoying the Christmas tree today, Mike, so I went with that. People don't need to see my ugly mug all the time. So that's a good one, and I would let you guys go. Enjoy. Try to look for deals for your shopping. I mean, just wait a day or so if you're not seeing something. I don't know what the deal is. It seems like every week something's spinning out for deals. But I think today, like I say, Russell Stover chocolate at Walgreens and CVS. Definitely Walgreens at $3.99 a box, and to me, that's a pretty damn good deal. So that's the deal of today, and 100th video wrapping up. Have a good one, everybody.